If you're anything like me, you spent most of your life feeling lost, confused, and desperate for change. You felt like there had to be more to this existence than the daily grind of working a job you hated just to pay the bills and support a lifestyle that didn't bring you any real fulfillment. You knew deep down inside that you were capable of achieving something great, but it seemed like the weight of the world was holding you back from taking the leap into the unknown. The truth is that you're not alone in this struggle. For thousands of years, people have been searching for meaning and purpose in a world that often seems devoid of either. But what if I told you that the answer to your prayers has been right in front of you all along? What if I told you that the key to living a life of abundance and success has been hidden in plain sight? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 shocking truths about society that will forever change the way you see the world. These are the lies that have kept you small, the illusions that have blinded you to your true potential. It's time to wake up and take control of your life. Are you ready? Let's dive in. No. 1. Society is built on a foundation of lies. From the moment we are born, we are bombarded with messages that shape our beliefs about the world and our place in it. We are told that happiness can be found at the end of a rainbow, that the American dream is attainable for all, and that love conquers all. But what if these fairy tales are nothing but illusions designed to keep us asleep? The truth is that society is built on a foundation of lies that serve to keep us small and obedient. For example, we are led to believe that the government and those in power are there to protect and serve us, when in reality, they often act in ways that serve their own interests rather than ours. We are taught to trust authority figures blindly, even when our intuition tells us otherwise. And we are conditioned to accept the status quo without question, even when it goes against our deepest values and beliefs. One of the most insidious lies that we are told is that we are free. We are led to believe that we have the ability to make choices about our lives and that our actions can make a difference in the world. But the truth is that our freedom is an illusion. We are constrained by the economic system that determines whether or not we can afford to put food on the table or a roof over our heads. We are limited by the social norms and expectations that dictate how we should behave and what we should wear. And we are controlled by the media, which shapes our beliefs and values through the stories it chooses to tell. Another lie that society perpetuates is that everyone can be successful. We are told that if we work hard and follow our dreams, then we can achieve anything we set our minds to. But the truth is that success is often a matter of luck, timing, and circumstances beyond our control. We are held back by our socio-economic status, our race and gender, and the opportunities, or lack thereof, that come our way. While it is possible to achieve success, it is by no means guaranteed, and it certainly is not attainable for everyone. So why do we continue to believe these lies? Why do we accept the status quo when it is so obviously detrimental to our well-being and happiness? The answer, my friends, lies in the next 2 truths about society. Number 2, the system was never built for your freedom. The system, as we know it, is a set of rules and structures that govern the way we live. It encompasses everything from our economic and political institutions to our social norms and cultural values. And while it may seem as though these systems are in place to serve us, the truth is that they were never built for our freedom. Let's start with our education system. From the time we are 5 years old and first enter the classroom, we are conditioned to obey, to sit still and shut up, to listen to authority, and to follow instructions without question. We are taught to be little robots that can be programmed to do as we are told. This conditioning continues throughout our schooling, and by the time we reach adulthood, we are well-trained members of society who know our place and how to stay in it. Then there is the 9-to-5 grind. The idea that we should spend the majority of our waking hours working a job that we may not even enjoy, just so that we can earn enough money to survive, is a relatively recent invention. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, people generally worked shorter hours and had more control over their schedules. But with the advent of new technologies and the rise of big business, everything changed. Suddenly, time became a commodity that could be bought and sold. And the clock was no longer just a tool to tell the time. It became a tyrant that dictated the rhythm of our lives. The 9-to-5 grind became the norm, and anyone who did not conform was seen as lazy or unproductive. But why, you might ask, why would anyone willingly subject themselves to such a rigid and dehumanizing schedule? The answer, my friends, lies in the rewards that are offered to those who play the game. Those who conform to the system and play by its rules are rewarded with financial stability, social acceptance, and the promise of a better future. It's a carrot that has been dangled in front of us for generations, and most people are too afraid to resist its allure. Finally, let's talk about success. From the time we are old enough to understand language, we are bombarded with messages about what it means to be successful. We are told that we should aim to be the valedictorian of our class, get a good job, buy a house and a car, get married and have kids. And if we achieve all of these things, then and only then will we be considered successful. But this definition of success is a lie. It is a definition that has been created by those in power to keep us chasing a carrot that is always just out of reach. A definition that keeps us focused on acquiring material possessions rather than pursuing our passions or making a meaningful contribution to the world. Now, don't get me wrong. There is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to be successful. We all want to feel accomplished and fulfilled. But when we are chasing someone else's definition of success, we are setting ourselves up for a lifetime of disappointment and discontent. Because no matter how much money we make, no matter how big of a house we buy, if we are not living on our own terms, if we are not pursuing what truly sets our soul on fire, then we will never experience the kind of success that brings lasting happiness and fulfillment. Number 3, you were never meant to be in control. We live in a world where it seems like everyone is trying to control everything. The government controls the economy, the corporations control the media, and we, the people, are left feeling powerless and disillusioned. But the truth is that we were never meant to be in control. Think about it. If we were truly in control of our lives, if we were the ones calling the shots, then why do we need politicians and big businesses? Why do we need banks and pharmaceutical companies? The fact is that we don't. But this is the world we live in because it serves those in power. For example, we are led to believe that we have control over who becomes our leader. But the truth is that our choices are often limited to those who are put forward by the two-party system. We are told that we can vote in free and fair elections, but the reality is that our votes are often bought and paid for by the highest bidder. The same goes for our representatives in Congress. They are supposed to represent the people, but in reality, they are there to represent the interests of their donors. Then there is the media. We are led to believe that it is there to inform and educate us, but the truth is that it is there to control our beliefs and values. The stories that are covered and the way they are framed are all carefully orchestrated to keep us in the dark. And finally, let's talk about money. We are led to believe that it is a tool that can buy us anything we want, but the truth is that it is a weapon that can control entire nations. Those who control the money supply have the power to influence economies, to manipulate markets, and to control the flow of information. So what can we do to break free from this web of control? How can we reclaim our power and create a world that works for everyone? The answer, my friends, lies in waking up. It is time to open our eyes to the lies that have kept us asleep for so long. It is time to reject the status quo and demand a better way forward. It is time to take control of our lives and create the world we want to live in. Are you ready to join me in this fight for freedom? Are you ready to wake up and take control of your life? If so, then I encourage you to like this video, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family. Together, we can expose the lies that have kept us down for so long and create a new future for ourselves and for generations to come. Thank you for watching.